So, I hear we're into some of the same stuff.
You are about to join the revolution.
The time has come. Your votes will never be the same. You are listening to a sophisticated conversation.
Greetings and welcome to episode number 28 of Podcast Revolution.
Episode 28. Woo!
28 is an even number.
Why, thank you. That fact was brought to you by Bad Andy, and our friend Frenchie
Was
is back
doing my best Eric imitation.
Yes, that was actually better than Eric can do.
All
it.
right, I like it.
So yeah, Frenchie, you haven't been on the show for a while. You that it's been since episode like 3 or 4 since you and Eric were on the same episode.
I know, we keep having conflicting schedules. That's what happens when I'm an intern, though. I have to do other things to make money as well.
I know, and whenever Eric's in the shower, you happen to not be in the shower.
It's
Good thing.
good thing. I think Eric
Shower
might
together, save water.
Eric might enjoy a shower with me, so I don't know.
Who wouldn't, Frenchie?
Who wouldn't?
And since you're the intern, he'd probably tell you to wash him, and you probably have to if you want to keep your job.
No, I would probably tell him I couldn't do that. Probably, though. I'm not saying I definitely wouldn't. If
Well,
he
are
threw
you
some
saying
money
you-
in there, maybe.
Are you saying you couldn't do that, or that you wouldn't do that?
That I wouldn't.
Okay.
Unless he threw some money
so
in
you
there.
could.
If he threw some money in there, I might.
Okay, that's respectable. Who doesn't like money?
I'll tell you who really likes money. Kid that was in the Social Network movie that we just saw.
That was a good movie. Yeah, actually, he didn't seem to care too much about money.
Yeah, actually, you're kind of right.
Even though he is the world's youngest billionaire.
That is true. Mark Zuckerberg was his name. I couldn't think of it at first, but I got it now.
Yeah, a lot of people are aware of that name.
Yeah, it is true.
Pretty popular, I do believe.
Yes. So, Andy, Bad Andy, what have you been up to since your last... Oh, you look angry that I just called you Bad Andy.
Because I am awesome, Andy.
No.
The adjective.
Nah, you're definitely bad, Andy.
Fine, then. I want to be the bad as in hardcore. Not the bad as in just mediocre.
You mean parkour?
Parkour. We're call you Gnarly Andy.
Also acceptable.
No, we're not calling you Gnarly Andy.
Not happening.
Bad Andy.
Fine, I hate
Bad
it.
Andy is the rule.
You are a BA. You're a bad A.
You're a bad
A
Andy.
bachelor's degree.
You're
No.
not badass. Well, you're gonna have to mute that.
We can say badass on the show.
Okay. Well,
All right.
Maybe not.
Ass.
Hey.
You can't just say it
Whoa.
by itself.
Whoa, that's hurtful.
Yeah, well.
What kind of podcast do you think we're running here, Bad Andy? Yeah, the kind of
A hurtful one.
hurtful one.
That's why he is bad Andy.
I think this is supposed to be
What?
family friendly.
Frenchie,
Kids don't swear.
You're such a great intern. And how many episodes have you actually listened to?
Probably 12.
12? And we're on episode 28.
So I'm not at half yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm trying. I work a lot of hours, 50 a week, so it's tight.
You know, it's pretty depressing.
What?
That we haven't seen Cages in
I know, where
several
is-
weeks.
We're gonna do a contest, and we're gonna
Actually-
find out
actually,
where
sorry,
is
last week.
Cages.
Where in the world is Cages?
And if you guys can tell us where, if you find him and send us and let us know where he is, that would be appreciated.
Send in a picture with cages. And we'll make an honorary guest.
Yes. Well, preferably a black and white photo of Cages.
Yeah, we don't want to too
What
much
was
detail.
What was the website? Where's George? The
Yeah,
Arrested
where-
Oh,
Development.
yeah.
It'd be where'scages.com. We'll put him on facesmash.com.
Face smash.
Face Mash. The
Oh, God.
Alright, so, Frenchie, do you have any big news lately?
Not really. I guess the biggest thing would have to be that we are starting a new floor hockey league on Monday.
Featuring 2
Featuring-
people from PPR.
Yeah, featuring myself, Frenchie, but my name will be Captain Bandito. And playing with us as well is the alternate captain over here, John.
Yes. Oh, by the way, for those of you just tuning into the show, I am John. I'm the host.
Yeah.
So,
In case those people did not know that.
and the the normal co-host, Eric, is not here, as we were mentioning earlier, because he's busy bathing.
Yeah, he's too busy bathing to play on our floor hockey team as well. So
Taking
we
his
had to,
umpteenth shower
we had to
of
get
the
a
day.
yeah, we had to get a different goalie besides him.
Mitch Monster.
He would have been a good goalie, I feel.
I don't know. He's okay. He's developed adequately, but he's not a Mitch Monster in the net.
And speaking of hockey, the Bruins start in exactly 1 week.
That's true. Hockey is very exciting. 6 days, actually.
No, it's next Saturday, I thought.
No, it's the 7th.
Oh.
Today's the 1st.
7th is
Yeah.
Thursday, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was the 9th, but I guess he thinks it's the 7th.
One of us might be right.
If only there was some sort of tool with computers and a network of information that we can perhaps Google this particular.
Let's create the Facebook.
We'll become billionaires, but I think one of us will be given 30% of the share, and then we'll dilute it.
Yeah.
Right, Bad Andy?
I'd be okay with this.
Oh, boy.
Money is... I'm a rich, successful engineer, so I'm okay with money. Ladies. I love doing that.
Wait. I think I hear crickets. I could put in a cricket sound effect right here, after editing, but I'm going to be too lazy and not do it.
Yeah.
But everyone just close your eyes for a minute, or you don't
Picture-
really need to close your eyes, but just close your... Just pretend.
There's crickets.
Yes.
I actually thought...
No, Andy, shut up. We have to let them pretend.
Crickets chirping.
3 seconds. Thank you. All right.
I actually had an idea
Why are we doing the
day.
crickets again? Oh, yeah, because Andy has no romantic interests like Eric. Maybe Andy and Eric should hook up.
That would be an awful idea.
That would be a terrible idea.
Yeah, can
But
we
it would
not
explain
talk like that on...
that would explain a lot of things about Eric.
Let's not talk on the air about that. But anyways.
Oh, so we'll talk about it off the air. All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's a topic named to be later. Or to be named later.
Anywho's, I had an idea about having crickets chirping as a texting ringtone for the off chance that I'd make a horrible joke and then somebody would text me at that perfect time. And that horrible joke would be saved because of the convenient texting. It would be perfect.
Would it save it, or would it just emphasize that it was a horrible joke?
It would get a laugh.
Well, how good would that come across through cell phone speakers, though? I mean, there'd be a lot of...
You're
I'd be
always
surprised
getting
these
texted
days.
halfway through a podcast.
Yeah,
You can
these
hear
days-
that.
No, but I'm saying I get texted a lot, but the sound quality that from my cell phone is good. Crickets through cell phone speaker probably wouldn't be very good.
Well, I
It
don't
might.
know these things.
It might. You never know. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So, what should we talk about today?
You know, I have lots of ideas, but I have them written down in a different location. So right now we're just going to talk about whatever we feel like until the commercial break comes up.
Okay. So,
So about being prepared.
Some
Yeah.
some good news. Like I actually came with a topic.
You did come with a
He-
topic. All right.
Bad
what-
Andy came with a topic, guys.
I came prepared.
All right, Bad Andy.
All right,
let's,
what is it?
Oh, I know what this topic is, and
What-
it's something.
It's amazing.
It's not so appetizing of a topic.
All right, let's go.
It's a wonderful topic.
Let's go.
Tis a season for two of the greatest foods. I'm going to add one that you don't know. It's going to be a surprise.
Oh boy,
First one.
I don't like surprises.
Count Chocula is back.
I didn't even know it was gone.
The greatest cereal. They only make it around Halloween because he's a vampire.
Is this new?
That is not true.
Every-
I have seen it on Market Basket. I currently work there, and it has been there, but not around Halloween time.
What?
Yeah, it is true.
Then I'm at the wrong grocery store.
Yeah, you need to go to my market.
I never see it except during Halloween
go to
season.
Mac-
Yeah,
grocery
I'm
store,
pretty
cheapest
sure it's
one in
there
the chain.
year round. I think maybe your parents lied to you as a kid because they didn't want you to have
because
Count
I would
Chocula.
hunt it down
But
all through college, and that's when I could find it.
not to interrupt you, but Frankenberry is way better.
I'm gonna have to
Chocula.
try it. I think I've had Blueberry. Wasn't impressed. Frankenberry. I'll try it.
Frankenberry is delicious.
I'll get it tomorrow.
You
And
should.
I'll come back.
It's really good.
The other
Promising you.
All right, what's the other?
The other
excellent
great
food?
thing? Fall cakes. Little chocolate octagons or hexagons, whatever they are.
Frenchie's giggling.
They're
My
amazing.
My little brother bought some, ate the whole box on him.
I
He's gonna be home. He's gonna get home from work today. He's gonna be very disappointed.
I haven't seen Frenchie this excited on air since the word boner was uttered.
Fall cakes, and then they come back for Christmas cakes. Same one. Except
Christmas
they're in little
cakes are
Christmas,
delicious.
Yes,
little
this
treats.
Christmas tree.
The white ones, not so good. Chocolate, though. The chocolate ones are amazing. And I really wish I had some right
I
now.
have to say I agree, and I'm kind of craving them myself right now. Bad Andy.
Commercial break.
Andy.
Commercial break. We'll go to the grocery store.
All right, excellent.
Bad Andy. Bad.
Spray you with the water bottle.
Make him chase a laser.
Cat anyway.
So that's your whole topic. That's not really a topic.
Good thing
We
that
can't,
topic got over in like 2 minutes.
we can't really discuss that.
Well,
Well, we
what's
could
your
have
favorite
a
cereal
debate,
then?
yeah.
What's my favorite cereal?
Okay, what's your ideal breakfast? It's Sunday morning. You've woken up at like 8 o'clock
It's your
because that's
one-
how old people sleep in.
Yeah, you're one day
You're
off.
making breakfast.
What would you
What do you
start?
do?
Wait. I'm married and you say I'm making breakfast. Come on!
Yeah, we all know the wife is.
Okay, Melissa's gonna be making you breakfast. What do you want her to make? That you'll be like, wife, you're amazing.
For breakfast, I'm not too picky. I could go with, I'm fine with donuts even, but if I can have something made, waffles are always good.
Waffles are amazing.
Waffles
Chocolate
are
chip
good.
Waffles.
I prefer just the straight buttermilk waffles.
The waffles at IHOP we had, the strawberry ones.
If you go to IHOP, you gotta get pancakes.
Yeah, chocolate chip.
It's the International House of Pancakes, not
waffles.
waffles. It's
That's
not
right.
IHOW, it's IHOP.
That's right. I didn't get waffles. I had pancakes. I'm sorry.
I wonder if there's an IHOW.com. I'm sure there is.
Probably.
But not to interrupt you, but the best thing at IHOP is stuffed French toast.
Stuff
so
French toast sounds good.
No, it's not IHOP. It's IHOP. We just went over this.
Actually,
Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you right now. it's
the only
best
person
thing.
who can say IHOP is David Hasselhoff.
He is a legend. God bless
there
him.
was a Waffle House at the mountain that I grew up by, and
Grew
that
up
was
by a
probably
mountain.
one of the greatest waffles I've ever eaten. It was like covered in chocolate, covered in like powdered sugar and syrup. Probably
This sounds very good for you.
I probably
This
had
is-
like 6 cavities that night from that waffle, but it was so worth it. It was like $5 too.
Yeah, it was worth it. He says.
It was freezing out. It was
hang
nice
on,
and hot.
hang on. What if you put Count Chocula on top of it?
That would probably like be like dividing by 0. It'd just be a horrible idea. It would just it would
world would
implode on
end.
itself in deliciousness and create a black hole of flavor
In your mouth.
in your mouth.
A black hole in your mouth.
I know this doesn't really relate to the topic, but we did find out that 18,000 plus 1,000 equals 19,000. It was confirmed twice today.
Twice. It was verified. And they did match up.
And
The
they
numbers
did
match.
match. He did the math out on a piece of paper. It worked out.
So everybody was happy.
Though
Completely off topic,
All right,
but it had to be thrown in.
You know what? That was so off topic that it's time to go to a break.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Podcast Revolution presents How a Podcast Revolution commercial is made. Starting now. Alright, let's go to the website, take a look at our banner ad. Alright, we got Coldwell Banker.
Banker.
Alright,
Coldwell
we'll do Coldwell Banker. Alright,
So what are they? Realty?
yeah, it's real estate. And apparently you can visit them on YouTube. Alright, so how are we gonna... Alright, any ideas?
Moving family. You get a husband, a wife, and a realtor.
Okay. Good thing Eric's not here, otherwise there'd be some nerd in it.
Yeah. That sounds like you, Eric.
That's the noise you make, and that's a noise I hate. I stop listening to the podcast when you make that noise.
Yeah, bad Eric.
He's bad Eric Town.
Okay, so how are we gonna start this?
I'll be right back. You talk amongst yourselves.
Talk about this.
We can't just
Yeah.
leave. We have to make the commercial.
Could have a husband and wife buying their first house, and the husband can make a remark about how they met over a dinner at Olive Garden, and he decided he would marry her when they got the breadsticks, the PPR, staple food.
It sounds like a decent idea, but I'm thinking maybe they talk about how they're gonna buy the house and how they don't have a realtor, and then I come barging through the door, and I'm like, did somebody need a realtor? And you can just be Caldwell Banker, da-da-da. And that's the end.
That just sounds like a really stupid idea, but
We'll go with it.
yeah, we should just go with it.
Alright, so you guys go.
And then
Wife, husband, go.
Why do I have to be the wife?
Because I volunteered you to.
No, I'll be the realtor.
Because I'm more
I already
manly
said I
than
was
you.
a realtor.
You know what? We're not doing the commercial.
Fine.
And we're back. Wasn't that a great informative segment there?
I've always wondered how you made commercials.
And now you know.
I knew before.
You know what? Now everyone else knows.
So we've helped the population that listens to this podcast. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I don't think we
Everyone's a
helped
lot
anybody.
smarter now.
They just know how we do
You've
it.
learned something.
They know we're not geniuses anymore.
Well, I am, but I'm the rich, successful engineer.
Just like how we
Ladies.
know none of the cyclists in the world can actually bike without doping.
That is true. If you win the Tour de France, you were probably doping. Actually, I think that's been true almost every time so far, except they haven't proved Lance Armstrong has yet.
There's a lot of allegations, but nothing.
Nothing proof yet.
But would you be surprised?
Would I be surprised? No, it's the dirtiest sport in the game. Yeah.
I don't get. Maybe they should just allow doping in every sport.
What I want to know is, how is cycling a team sport? You get like Lance Armstrong, he's riding, and then there's like 30 people behind him riding too, and they're on the same team. How does that work?
I think like points wise, like NASCAR is technically a team sport
Yeah,
too.
and they do biking for that, but it
NASCAR is not
just
a sport.
doesn't get recognized.
NASCAR
is a
wait a minute.
sport.
Wait a minute. Oh, are we having a debate here?
NASCAR is too a sport. You know how
it's
much
a guy-
endurance it takes to go 500 laps?
Yeah, I've driven 2 hours before. It's very hard.
No,
I have to
this is
sit
a
still.
sport. It's a competition. Someone's trying to win. It is a sport, whether you want to believe it or not.
So,
So
chess
chess-
is a sport.
Yeah, chess is, poker
No,
is.
chess is a game.
So poker. I mean, I try to win when I'm playing poker.
Chess is
And
a
it's
game.
a lot of
Well,
endurance.
if you're trying to win something, what
And there's a lot
what
of
makes
endurance in
sport
poker.
different from game?
There is a huge difference between sport and game.
Well, tell me.
I don't know.
Advertisement.
Look it up right now on Wikipedia.com.
No, I want you to tell me.
I
You
don't,
say
I
that
don't know the difference. I don't know off the top
I don't
of my
want
head
my
what the
athletes
actual,
covered in Tide and Pepsi logos.
what the actual difference is.
Well, you're saying there's a difference. So I want to hear what
There
your
is a
interpretation.
difference.
What's your interpretation?
Well, to me, like, it's not even just the fact that it's about endurance and about activity and all that stuff. It's a team trying to go after a certain goal.
so
Chess isn't about a team; it's one player.
what about
There's
like
chess teams in high schools.
Well, there are teams, and that would be a competition.
Okay, what about like Medal of Honor, where you're on a team-based death match?
How was that even remotely
That's a
similar?
game, a video game.
So that's a sport, though, where you're trying to do
no.
something.
You die in the game. You die for real.
It is a game.
All right, what about
There is a difference between sport and game. If you want to look up the definition right now and stop this argument,
all right,
that'd
wait,
be
wait. Okay, what about like cheerleading competitions? Is that sport?
Technically, yes.
Alright.
I don't want to be the one to admit it, but yes, it technically is.
It
Okay.
requires a lot of physical. What's the word I want to use?
Attributes.
Yeah, I don't know.
He
It
doesn't even
requires
know.
like stamina and strength and like not sitting in a car
Fitness.
for 6 hours, going in a circle,
but it
stopping every once in a
doesn't
while.
matter. It is a sport, whether you want to believe it or not.
I have more respect for the pit crews actually than the drivers. Drivers just Tony Stewart's like 300 pounds. That's not an athlete.
I do hate Tony Stewart for the record.
Sounds like some baseball pitchers.
David Wells.
Baseball. That's another joke of a sport. Oh, and Frenchie just passed gas.
That's wonderful.
I cut the win.
He's a fata.
He's a
Fata. 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 Oh, yeah, fata. He's a fata.
And we'll go on with this tangent for the next 4 minutes.
It's over.
That's
Go.
that's what happened on my honeymoon.
He was called Fata for the whole
Yo,
while.
fata.
Ah, Fata-san.
Cat's looking for the laser pointer.
Yes.
So what were we talking about before we went on like the anti-NASCAR tangent?
That's a great question. Chess? No.
Something about...
We could always just, stop it and go back. But what
We'll
kind
just
of
move on.
shows would
Whatever.
We'll wing it.
Yeah, we'll move. Oh, we're talking about Lance Armstrong.
Oh,
Yes.
you're right. Cycling. Why is that even... How is that a team sport? Whatever. I don't really care anymore.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. No one in the U.S. cares about cycling yet. So why is Tour de France the Super Bowl of biking?
I know they
Well,
do.
'cause it's in
They do
France.
other competitions.
They do other tour days. Why is France the big one?
I know there is a Tour to Italy, I believe, if I remember correctly. But it's just I don't know. France is such a big place that maybe they just decided that it's the biggest competition. I don't know. I mean,
It goes all through the country, right?
yeah, it's everywhere. Mountains.
It's a lot of... It's
like 22 events or something. 22
Yeah.
days.
It takes a
They
lot.
travel like
Yeah.
I think they travel almost 2,000 miles, if I remember correctly.
Maybe they should do one in Canada.
The Tour de Canada doesn't sound as good as Tour de France.
Well, it would be Canada de Tour. It would be the other way because France does it backwards.
In
Or
Canada,
something like that.
milk comes
So it'd
in
be
bags.
Canada Tour of, or Canada of Tour.
The Tour of Canada, it would be. It wouldn't
Okay.
be Tour de Canada.
Why? That's
Because
Tour of
it's
Canada.
Actually, if it was in Quebec, then it would be Tour de
Yeah, but Quebec sucks.
Canada. Yeah, you're right.
Montreal is pretty cool.
Montreal is I almost swore, but it is awesome.
Good catch there,
I caught myself.
Frenchie.
I went to a Bruins
The-
Canadians game
the
in
Biodome.
Montreal.
What? Oh my!
Stop doing that.
Was that Frenchie?
That's what she
Stop
said.
doing that. I'm going to make Charlie
Alright.
attack you.
Okay, stop. Put that away. Put that away. No, we're talking about a laser pointer, not something else. But yes.
Family friendly.
Wow. So, but speaking of family friendly, I've had this idea not presented to me, but I've had people suggest that I start a new podcast that isn't as family friendly. What would you think of that?
I think we should do it.
Podcast, XXX.
I think we should do it. I'm down.
For the hardcore podcasters.
Maybe that'd be a new
To
adventure.
expand our horizons, I think we should.
Don't put it in those terms, but yes. We'll see what comes up.
How about like something like Podcast Revolution After Dark?
That would be kind of interesting. That would be like stealing from the Slash Filmcast After Dark. There's a podcast I listen to, and they have an After Dark
Well,
day.
they stole my idea in advance.
They did.
Jerks. Intellectual property.
Yeah,
That-
you
that
can't
is
steal ideas. We already watched a movie today about stealing ideas.
Well, you can. You'll just settle for several $1 million while you're
Yeah.
raking in several $1 billion.
Well, I guess you can then.
Even though I don't think they had that
If
much.
you make it
of
a
fight.
better idea.
I think they did. But we'll get into that later. And you just ruined the ending for the movie without giving a spoiler.
Yeah,
I think anybody that follows the news will know the ending of this movie.
Yes. That's always
Wait,
fun.
what's
That's
Facebook?
that's another funny thing. Like,
What is the Facebook?
when people get mad about spoilers for real life events, like if you watch Titanic, the boat sunk. What?
The boat sank. How could you tell me this? Ah.
Or it's like,
What was another one? Oh, Passion of the Christ. Jesus dies. You
No way.
monster.
I did not know that. Thanks. I've never seen that movie.
I've never actually seen that movie.
I've gotten so used to
Maybe
spoilers
it's
because
a
people will just do it
podcast
so
night?
nonchalantly. Like, Fight Club.
Yeah.
That ending was ruined for me, and then someone was like, "Oh, that's another movie." It's like, no, it's not. You
You
liar.
know what thing spoiled all the time is Star Wars. Luke. Are you? Actually, he doesn't even say
He
that in
doesn't-
the movie.
It's not
He
even the right
doesn't-
line. It's
I am I am your father. Yeah.
no, comma. I am your father.
He said you killed him.
No.
No.
Or everyone's favorite, Snape kills Dumbledore. People would drive around
When
and
people were waiting
shout
for the
it.
book to come
Yeah.
out.
You talking about Willow?
No,
Are you serious?
serious?
I
Harry
have no idea. I
Harry
have
Potter.
not read a book or seen one movie.
They're good movies. Good books too. Very entertaining.
Never
entertaining
done,
movie.
never done either.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Potter geek.
You're not into pot or
No, I am not in a
That's a good joke,
Potter.
John.
oh.
Knee slapper.
This is a
Harry
very
Potter.
tangent-ridden episode of Podcast.
You got a problem with tangents?
I like
Tangents
tangents.
are-
I'm an engineer. Tangents are awesome.
I don't even know what that word means.
You know,
Fail.
cosine. How about cosines?
What?
Are cosines
Tangent.
awesome?
It's a line where it hits a curve at one point.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Tangent.
I think like half the people just shut this off because they don't want to hear about tangents.
Yeah, they're
I'm an
done.
engineer. Leave me
You
alone.
need
I'm
to
a nerd.
stop.
All right.
Stop
I love
right
saying
now.
that I'm an engineer.
Hey, you were already talking about something during the break about another sciencey topic. Why don't you
Oh,
bring that
yes.
back up?
I was on Yahoo the other day. We're doing a lot of product placement too. On Yahoo the other
.com.
day, and
You know what's really cool? I'm sorry to stop you. If
No
you're
worries.
on the Yahoo page and you click the exclamation point. Yeah,
I
that's
never
right.
knew that.
You click the exclamation point and it sings Yahoo.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
not bad, not bad.
I'm gonna do it again. Yes. Now I bet half our listeners are going to Yahoo right now and
Wait.
clicking the exclamation point.
Just to let you know, Rosie O'Donnell is the #2 trend on Yahoo.
Followed by
That was-
Facebook stock S. and depression. So,
But number
Goes-
one is Julie Andrews. Who is this Julie Andrews? Does anyone know?
isn't she? Its name sounds familiar.
Anyways, so you were on
Guess not.
Yahoo the other day.
And I saw a very interesting. One of my interests is space and all that stuff
Final
out there.
Frontier.
One of my
Yes,
one
that
of-
is what they say about
the
space.
final frontier.
Even though the ocean, we still haven't conquered that yet.
Well,
we have.
I think I actually
We have not conquered
another
the ocean.
tangent. I think I sent you an email about this and you totally messed it up. When you're talking about why can we go into space but we can't go to the bottom of the ocean? Zero
Yeah, lots of pressure.
atmospheres is a lot easier to deal with than several hundred atmospheres. Because
Right.
I think it's something like every 30 feet down on water is about 1 atmosphere of pressure, which
Okay.
is 14.7 pounds per square inch.
All right.
Educational podcast time. So, there's that. Anyway, one of my interests is space, and as a lot of people know...
Wait, so how did we mess that up? Talking about the sea.
You said, like, I forgot how you put it. You put it weird. Like 0-1 or something. I don't know. You said it really odd. Didn't sound right. But, anywho, scientists are looking for habitable planets.
Yeah, I bet they are.
And, so we can mess up Earth quicker and move on.
Yeah, then I'll talk about it on the podcast and screw it up. Go ahead, keep going.
Anyways, we had I guess there was a discovery made about a planet in a habitable zone, and the scientists are like, there's a 100% chance that life exists on this planet. It's, conditions are just beyond perfect for making water. And if there's water, there's life. So, it's in the Milky Way somewhere, but it's still 20 light years away or something like that.
Okay, so we'll just hop on a light beam, and 20 years we'll be there.
Pretty much, yeah.
What if they destroyed themselves already 20 years ago?
Well...
Or how do we know?
That's the thing. That's what's amazing about space. We're looking at stuff that happened billions and billions of years ago.
And it's funny trying to explain that to someone who has no idea what you're talking about. When you tell them that we're looking in the past, they're like, no, I'm looking at it right now.
Pretty much. It's kind of trippy. It's a trippy subject, but, you
So
know.
you can technically see the beginning of time if you
Yeah.
look at the right
Well,
time.
that's kind of how they know
If
how
you're
old
far
the
enough
universe is. What is it, like 14 billion year later? What was it?
No, it's like 6,000 years old.
Yeah, well,
The dinosaurs were fake.
it's all a conspiracy.
Yeah, those people are jokes.
Glenn Beck is God. But, yeah, so there's a...
What did you say? What the hell is a Glenn Beck?
What is a Glenn Beck? Glenn Beck is a Fox News...
No, we're not saying his name again on this podcast.
Yeah.
I forbid it. All right, go.
Good.
Keep going.
Anyway, I think it's a pretty amazing discovery that we found a couple. I keep saying we like it's me. They found a couple of habitable habitable zone is far enough away from its host star where it's not going to be burning or
Like
you know,
Mercury,
ice. Earth
like Pluto,
is
which isn't a planet anymore.
Pluto is a planet. God, bleeping it. But yeah, habitable Earth is in the
What
habitable
word
zone.
would you say between God and it that would have an ing at the end?
Well, what is
Well,
the point of
ing
censoring? Go
ing
bleep
damn it.
yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't hear the damn part. I thought.
didn't
No,
say
I
that
bleeped
part.
them.
He bleeped damn.
Oh, you bleeped the damn
But he
too.
did ing
I didn't.
damn it.
God bleeping it.
Yeah. Why would you say God bleeping it? Wouldn't it be
God-
God bleeping damn it?
No, I'm
God
trying.
bleeping damn
I'm
it,
trying to
yeah.
censor the swear of damn. Remember when damn was actually a swear?
No, they said damn on Rugrats one time.
I remember when I heard it in like a '90s movie. I can't remember. It was in a preview during the
I remember on South
first
Park.
Ninja Turtle movie.
South Park, they said.
Oh yeah. At the beginning of Ninja Turtles, Raphael was like damn at the very beginning.
On South Park, they said.
And I was
Yes!
like, wow.
Word.
Raphael's pissed off. Raphael's a
a
jerk.
Raphael's amazing though. He's so cool. Except when he got caught by the foot.
He has
How do you
size.
get caught by the foot? They don't do anything. They just stand there shaking their weapons at you.
You know that I think maybe you mentioned this on the show or someone did, but there's not one point in the series where the Ninja Turtles use their weapons
No,
to fight.
they
for
don't.
combat.
Well, Dawn and Mikey can because they're non-lethal weapons. The bow and nunchucks, they can just kind of hurt a little bit. Raphael would usually, block him around and then like hit him with like the other side or kick him. Leonardo would like take out his swords and then like I don't need these, throw them away, and then grab his sheaths and start hitting people with those.
That is true.
It made no sense.
They weren't harmful creatures.
They were Ninja Turtles.
But they were teenage.
Like, even if turtles aren't ninjas, they'll still bite you and hurt you.
But they didn't do that.
They're violent creatures.
Very violent.
They punch and kick only.
Ninja
And
Turtles
throw.
were amazing. I had so many of those action figures.
They made me like pizza.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Bebop and Rocksteady. Classic villains.
Very much.
Okay.
The big alligator guy. So back to space, habitable planets.
So, yeah, they found one. They're 100% confident life could exist.
So are we trying to send communications there?
You know, I gotta read into it more, but I think that'd probably be the easiest way. It's not like
Is
we're
that
gonna
why
get
they
there.
just made the new government position of like ambassador to space?
Did they?
Something along those lines.
That'd be worth it.
Maybe they know something we don't know.
I'm sure they know a lot of things we don't know.
Well,
That is true.
I remember Stephen Hawking was talking about, Anyway. Yeah, I'm being quite nerdy tonight.
Those crickets
Stephen
are
Hawking was
chirping.
talking about, you know, we don't think it'd be awesome to see alien life come here or to go there, but when you think about it, if they're coming here to take over the planet. And if they can make it here, they probably are a little more advanced than us, so we'd be in a pinch.
A little bit.
So,
What if they're already here, Andy? What if they're already here, like in Men in Black?
Yeah, what if they have like a megaphone outside the window right now listening to us on this very
You can't really
podcast?
listen through a megaphone.
yeah. Megaphone makes your voice louder.
Microphone, whatever. Anyways.
No, it wouldn't be through a microphone either.
Anyways,
I don't
what
think
I'm
aliens
saying
are
is,
listening to Podcast Revolution. I don't
How
think
do
it's
you
that
know?
big yet.
How do you know it's not that big somewhere else? 20 years further in advance.
It's actually huge in Russia.
До свидания. Что это? Я не понимаю.
That's enough of that.
We don't know what that means.
Tisha.
Hey,
Tisha.
you know who's Russian?
Tisha.
The bad guy in Iron Man 2, which was an amazing movie.
Oh, you just spoiled the movie for me, Andy. You're bad, Andy.
He's in the trailer.
No
You're
one-
bad, Andy.
no
Yeah,
one-
trailers do spoil movies pretty bad nowadays, though.
There was actually one that pretty much gave
Like,
away the ending.
There are some that do show the endings of movies.
Yeah.
And it's like a movie where you want to know if he's going to make it, and then at the end it shows you like him celebrating at the end.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he
Well,
made it.
Or they show stuff that's just not even in the movie. I don't know.
I've seen movies.
The part in Iron Man 2, the trailer where Pepper Potts kisses the mask and then throws it over, and then he's like, "Oh, you complete me," and jumps down. I don't remember that scene at all.
No, there were a few scenes in. I know the movie Funny People had some scenes that were in the trailer that weren't in the movie.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with, you know how it says, like, you know, this previews for all audiences. They have to, like, edit it out and, like, make it a different way than it actually is presented.
That's true.
It is true.
Right, Frenchie?
Correct.
Let's see. Looks like it's about time for our second break.
I think so, too.
We'll be back. Podcast Revolution presents horrible impressions of famous people. Alright, we're here with famous people. My name is Steve Owen, and I'm here with Andy.
I have nothing right now.
Hey, Steve Irwin.
Who are you?
I'm the Fonzarelli. And I'm cool, so hey.
So Fonzarelli is on Jersey Shore now, eh? Well,
No, that's the
I am
situation.
Kermit the Frog. Oh, your situation, Fonzie, eh? Anybody else have any input to this segment?
Hello, my name is Borat. I'm here to contribute to segment.
I have a chair.
You sound like New Jersey guy. No, my name is Borat. I like you. Do you like me too? Nay.
Oh, man, Sarah just apart. Sarah,
Alright, this has been awesome. Does anybody else have any impressions of famous people like Rocky?
Yo, Adrian.
Wow, that was really good. Why don't you say a line not from the movie and put it in real life context? Like say podcast revolution is #1.
Podcast revolution is #1.
Alright, now Andy, you have to give us an impression.
Can you do Speedy Gonzales or something?
Arriba, arriba, alla, alla.
Yes.
Would you like to buy the oranges?
Wait, or we could do an impression of Eric while he watches Degrassi.
And now Eric showering.
And now Eric watching Jersey Shore.
Now Eric watching straight pornography.
Crickets.
Crickets, yes. Oh, Eric, we kid you.
And now Eric reading a book.
Wikipedia book.
All right. Well, that's enough. Oh, Eric looking in the mirror.
Alright, this has been... I'm tired of all this nonsense. Let's get back to the
I am
program.
tired of the commercials. I am a Russian guy.
All right, and we're back. All right, so in this segment, we're going to look at some listener mail and then discuss the movie we saw today. So, first, I think we should get into the mail. Frenchie, will you oblige and read it?
How goes it, fellows?
I told you to do it in a loud, annoying voice. You're just doing your own. Just loud.
Wow.
Well, I guess you followed the directions
Yeah,
pretty well.
I
think
tried.
spot on. All right, try a funnier voice.
How's it go, fellows? To add to the discussion, yes, I will invest in a mic so I can Skype. I have written a Segway, and they are freaking awesome. Dean Kamen, the inventor, had this project from a project designed to help people. And if I come down for an episode this weekend, I will get into the subject more, because one of his projects is awesome, and I would love to get involved with something like it. Yeah, I'm being vague for some reason. Also, popcorn comes from the steam inside the kernel boiling inside stuff and exploding it into delicious flavor. Signed, Bad Andy.
Yeah, that was me. John keeps yelling at me to send listener mail, so I try to help him out.
Well, we appreciate it.
And yes, that is how popcorn is made. You guys were talking about that, and you didn't seem very sure of yourself. Not sure if you're serious, but that is how popcorn is made.
I think you're lying.
No, the steam inside
Where the hell
kernel.
does this steam come from?
It's a plant. It has water in it. And then it gets hot, and then it goes...
The water just randomly gets planted in there?
Plants drink water.
They have mouths, they drink water now?
You ever squeeze a tomato? It's very liquidy inside.
Yeah, that's just because there's fruit juice in it.
Yeah, from water. It's water.
That means it can inhabit life.
It's the starch inside the kernel, and then it pops. That's why if you look at popcorn, it has like the brown stuff that exploded, and all the starch is the delicious.
I hate when brown stuff explodes.
That's what she said.
Yes. Anyways, back to your email. So, what do you want to tell us about Dean Kamen?
The Segway is actually surprisingly fun to ride. You pretty much just stand on it and lean forward, and it's fun. And the idea came from he's working on a wheelchair where it would allow people to go four-wheel, and then it would kind of shift up and raise them up to eye level with people, and it would be balancing on two wheels. And then all the person would have to do is lean forward and backwards, and that's how
if people want to be on eye level with people, maybe they should just stand up.
That's a horrible joke. These people's lives were destroyed by a horrible incident.
I don't hear crickets chirping on that one, Andy.
Well, he can put in the sound effect later.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah,
but you're right.
shouldn't have
It is a mean joke, but I'm sure a couple people laughed.
But yeah,
I
the
did.
project came.
Frenchie didn't audibly laugh, but he laughed.
Inside.
He laughed in his heart. Yeah, the Segway came from somebody saying, hey, we can put this on a scooter and, make some money off of it. And that's what funded the wheelchair project, which I don't actually think anything happened with it. Because it was probably absurdly expensive.
Probably.
But another one of his projects that I would love to get into, and one of the reasons I became a mechanical engineer, is they're doing advanced prosthetics, where if somebody loses an arm or a leg, the brain doesn't realize that the arm or leg is gone, and it sends the impulses down. And, so if you say, close your fist, you don't got a fist anymore, but your brain will, still try to make a fist close. They read the signals, and send it to a robotic arm, and the robotic arm will close a fist. And that's what they're working on.
You know what's funny? Kind of working off that. I wonder if there's signals that the brain's sending that our body can't respond to because we don't have that. Like if, let's say, it's telling our third arm to close right now. We don't have a third arm. Because
Speak for
the
yourself.
brain... Oh,
It
dear.
probably-
Oh, dear. Frenchie's revealing some lies about himself right there.
All truths.
Yes.
I think your brain probably knows how many arms you have. It's not its fault.
Well, if you get
it
a
knows
hand
how
cut
many
off, it doesn't know.
It knows how many we're born with. But if you lose one, if you lose a hand, you can still say,
The
instinctively,
brain only works at, like, is it 20% capacity under that?
No, that's not true.
that.
People like the myth was, it's you use 10% of your brain. You use all of it, just not as good as other people do. It's like having a 20 gigabyte hard drive as opposed to a terabyte. I'm very nerdy tonight. I apologize, listeners. I'm usually more awesome.
Not true.
Yeah,
Very true.
not true.
Busting some learning up in
Frenchie,
this
shouldn't
place.
you be interning and getting us some hot chocolate?
Or some fall cakes.
Not happening. I'm on the show today.
You're the worst intern ever.
No, I'm on the show today. Shut up.
You haven't done any...
He's also your son, according to Facebook.
Facebook is full of lies.
Lies and deceit.
And even for a little while, it didn't even say that Eduardo was the co-founder. That's a lie.
I don't believe that at all. I
What?
think they made that up.
But now Eduardo is the co-founder.
Because he is his best friend.
Was.
Is, maybe.
No!
Way to go.
Anyways, speaking of that movie, why don't we get into the movie The Social Network?
So, spoilers.
David Fincher.
Spoilered, I suppose.
Alright, so...
Fair warning, skip this part.
Alright, initial impressions of the movie.
Unless you like my voice. Anyway, I
Skip
thought
it
the
anyways.
Are you talking about the movie or the impression? Or the
voice.
segment? Okay, yeah, skip the voice.
ladies love the voice.
Yeah, that's why they're all here, flocking around you.
I have to
Oh.
fight
Wait,
them off.
listen. They're not there.
Stop. No, those ladies are in your head. And that hand is
was
not
real.
where it's supposed to be. Okay, anyways.
Put that away, John.
Andy, what were your initial impressions of the movie? Well, what were your impressions of the movie?
Well, you were kind of going crazy for it, so I figured I'd check it out, and I thought it was really good. The Mark Zuckerberg character was very entertaining. I love sarcasm. I thought it was amazing. It was very good. It was pretty interesting to see, how Facebook came to be. You take it for granted, you log on, and, oh, my friend just got a puppy, awesome, but, how do you know this now? Because of what he did. And then there's all the legal stuff he had to go through. Did he steal the idea? Did he not steal the idea? Did his friend get screwed over? It was an interesting movie.
Frenchie?
I mean, basically what he said, it was very entertaining to say the least. I liked, actually... this movie is not strictly about Facebook for all you that think it is.
Even if Facebook was completely fictional and not a real thing,
Yeah,
it would still be an interesting movie.
Yeah, completely. It's just it had the legal aspects of how it became and the actual story of why it became and how it happened.
I won't say the actual story
Well,
because that's a
alright.
lot fictionalized, but hey,
Calm down, Charlie.
yes,
but it was
an
it was
outline
really,
of the story of
yeah,
what happened.
Outline, and it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, it's funny for a movie with no explosions, no car chases, no death threats. It was pretty thrilling.
Oh, they
I
didn't
get
want to
it.
kill him.
Well, I know, but it does have you on the edge of your seat at some points. Like, what's going to happen when they're just playing on computers?
Yeah. It was...
There was two of them. Remember that.
I'm wired in.
6'5", 220 pounds, and there's two of me.
It was definitely... It was good to see, it had the good guys, and it had the bad guys, and it had...
Well, some points you can't tell who's a good guy,
you
who's a
can't,
bad guy.
I still have no idea. Was Mark Zuckerberg a bad guy in the end? But I think he was still a good guy. I mean, he was a jerk, but, he wasn't trying to be...
I think he was.
To, really screw anyone over.
I
he
don't
was.
think the movie paints him in a very positive light.
No, he was a sarcastic asshole for the whole thing.
Yeah,
If I'm allowed to say that. Kind of slipped out.
you just did. You just did.
It happened. I can't go
That
back in time
happened.
yet.
Not yet. You can go back in time if you look into space.
Well,
The final frontier.
I'm gonna set another tangent. I don't think you can go back in time, but I definitely believe, time travel forward is possible. But anyway, yeah, Facebook.
The book with all them faces.
I think a good analogy, going off what Frenchie said about, it's not really about Facebook, but it kind of is. It would be like saying Fight Club's about fighting. Yeah, there's fighting, but there's so much more to it.
That's true.
I mean, it's obviously
Good
about
point.
Facebook. They're fighting over it, Guys are trying to get it shut down, legal rights over it.
Intellectual
But it's
property,
not, like he's posting on Facebook, OMG in lawsuit, so bored, LOL. It's
So
a
would have
lot.
made it more entertaining though if you did.
Though,
Like, it's not a movie where, like, a couple meets over Facebook and falls in love with each other.
No.
That movie would be terrible. I'm
that
sure.
movie's probably been made like 6 times already.
Probably.
Well, one's called Fever Pitch,
I thought that was.
but it's not really Facebook. It's about baseball, but same thing.
Well, that's not even close. It'd be
Yeah.
like Titanic was similar to meeting over Facebook.
Yeah.
No, but they met over a baseball game.
They met over a boat.
No, they were on the boat already.
They met. I forget how they met. They met over lies. Anyways,
Deceit.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I had something interesting to say.
Well, I guess you're done having to say whatever you had to say.
Yeah, shut up, Andy.
Yeah, no one likes you.
The listeners like me.
We should have a poll to see who's more unlikable, Andy or Cages.
I think we should have a poll on who's the favorite guest. You should do it. Put it on the website. Who's your favorite PPR guest?
You're gonna be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think
I'll
everyone
vote
loves me.
842 million times to make sure you're last.
You'll be voting for many months.
No,
Okay.
you could write a script like Mark Zuckerberg.
Exactly.
Oh,
Run
that's what I
the
wanted to say. It drove me nuts when he got that note from the girl, and it said, "You dick."
I kind of want to
Okay.
give Frenchie that note right now.
Yeah, but instead of writing out YOU, she just wrote you, just a letter. You, dick. I don't get it. It's not hard to I can understand in texting. I'll let it go in texting, but it was a paper note.
Well, maybe she knew he was like an nerd and thought he'd relate to that.
That's not acceptable. It'd be like me writing a paper like, LOL, Harry Potter was a OMG book. It'd be awful.
No, it's not like that at all. She was just getting the straight point across.
And it's a note that you hand in class. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, I'm not asking to be grammatically
think you're-
correct, but make the effort for
I
2
think you're
letters.
emphasizing this way too much.
I think
So that ruined the movie for you.
yeah,
Ruined it.
2 thumbs down. You know who hated the movie? Armand White.
Armand White.
He hated it. He's probably the only one. I think it was
Yep.
like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes when I looked at it.
He hated Toy Story 3 and Inception also, but he loved Transformers 2.
He hated Toy Story 3 because of too much product placement with Barbie. Barbie was in the movie, and that was product placement. Barbie is when you think of a toy, you think of Barbie. Transformers 2 had a Mountain Dew machine transform into a Transformer. It had an Xbox 360 transform into a Transformer.
That the product placement didn't bother
It
me
had
there.
GMC logos every 4 minutes.
GMC's freaking awesome.
Well, yeah, but I don't need to see that.
Yes, Armand White. Interesting film critic.
Yes.
They interviewed him on the Slash Filmcast too.
He's a jerk. he's what we call a fun sponge. Takes all the fun away from it. I really want some
He's
fall
a
kicks.
bigger buzzkill than Buzz Killington.
I'd hate to see what comes out of that fun sponge. Anyways, looks like we're gonna wrap up our movie segment. So, I mean, Andy, would you recommend to your friends to go see this movie?
I believe I would.
Would you see it again?
I wouldn't pay to see it again, mainly because I don't really want to pay for it again, but I might rent it sometime, maybe check it out in a month or 2.
All right, Mike, how about you? Would you bring your friends to see this movie?
Yeah, I would. Actually, I liked it. It was a really good movie, and I think people should know more about it, and they should check it out.
Okay. And I'll say the movie definitely deserves all the praise and all the hype that it's been getting. And come Oscar season, I'm sure we'll be hearing about it again.
Most likely.
Zuckerberg.
Represent.
And Mark Zuckerberg has said that he will not watch the movie. So, we'll see. Anyways, off to the final break.
Are you ready to go on vacation yet?
Yes, I'm almost ready. I just need to get my suitcase. Alright, I got it. I need to get my keys. I got them. They don't really jingle as good as they used to. But, because it's just one key on the sitting, because I have no car. Because you drive me everywhere, because you're awesome. Anyways, what else do I need? Okay, I got my... Oh my god, I forgot. Who's gonna feed my betta fish? Someone who... I need my betta fish to be fed. What am I gonna do? I can't bring the fish with me because there's zoning permits. And well, not really zoning permits, but this customs would not like me transporting such a creature across the lines. So what am I gonna do with my betta fish?
Is there such place that will take care of this beta fish while he's gone?
I don't know. Yeah, let's go on the internet. Alright, my computer talks when I ask it something. Computer, is there anybody who can feed my betta fish and other pets for me?
You are in luck, for there is such a service. The service is called Paw to Paw Promise.
Paw to Paw Promise?
That's right, Paw to Paw Promise. Well, they will take care of your pets with love and food.
Wow, good. I need to contact them right now. What website would I go to find Paw to Paw Promise? Would it be pawtopawpromise.com?
I believe that is correct.
Thank you, Internet. You're so awesome. So if I go Paw to Paw Promise, I'll watch my betta fish, so my betta fish won't die when I leave my betta fish alone when I go on vacation?
They will take good care of your beta fish.
Beta? Alright, oh, I'll have to give them my key, though, so they can get into my house.
Probably.
Maybe I should make a copy.
Yeah, probably. I would.
Paw to Paw Promise. Alright, and we're back. So we've been having a little bit of a discussion. We can't figure out how we want to end the episode, with what kind of recommendation. So we'll just go back to the tried and true. We'll do movies, but we'll do a twist. We could either do obscure movies that we think people should watch, or we could do movies that we haven't seen yet, but we think look good. So I'll go with one that I have seen, that I think people should watch, that a lot of people probably haven't heard of. It's a movie called The Squid and the Whale, which stars Jeff Daniels and Jesse Eisenberg, who we just saw in The Social Network. A little younger, a little more awkward, a little less asshole-ish. But it's a decent movie about a family going through a divorce and the dysfunction that comes along with it. So, Squid and the Whale. Nothing to do with nautical anythings.
Oh.
Alright, so, Frenchie, you have any movies?
I'm trying to think here.
I think I got two now that I could do.
Alright, Bad Andy, what do you got?
I'll go with one. I don't know how obscure, but this movie just pops into my mind. It was a pretty nice movie. It was called, I think it's Dear Frankie. I think that's the name of the movie. It's got Gerard Butler. This guy, or there's a woman. She has a son. Father's not in the picture. The boy's deaf. He really wants to meet his father, and she ends up asking a friend, just send me a guy that I can have them pretend to be the father. Would you stop doing that?
Did he fart again?
Yep. And counter-helpful.
Oh my, Frenchie just dove to the ground.
Frenchie
Oh,
is
dear.
down. Frenchie is down.
Frenchie's down.
In the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Felt the air.
I felt the vibrations from yours. Anyways, see if we can recover from that one.
I don't think there's any recovering.
Well, no, it was a good movie. I liked it a lot.
He can taste it.
You can taste it. Oh Jesus! I feel like we should put it on pause.
Nope. Anyways, actually, now you know that since Eric's not here, we can actually talk about episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars.
1 was horrible. 2 was horrible. 3 was horrible. Problem solved.
You know what's funny? Our friend Captain J. Russ actually complained because he really likes episodes 1, 2, and 3. He likes them better than the originals.
That's a horrible thing. But, you know, they look good. I mean, they have the technology, but I just didn't like them that much. Padme was annoying, Anakin was annoying, Obi-Wan was annoying, but what was the pointy thing with the sword? In the second one, every time he would get into battle, he'd open up the lightsaber, put it on top, and then point.
That's his stance, his 3-point stance, but with a lightsaber.
That leaves him terribly open.
Well, he didn't do it when people were 2 feet away from him.
Still
I mean, they could have just pulled out a gun and shot him, but
blasters are so primitive.
that they are.
They shoot lasers. How's that primitive, you jerk?
Oh, Obi-Wan. So, alright. Actually, you know what? A lot of people have gotten mad, though, regarding Star Wars, because they're re-releasing the movies in theaters in 3D.
So stupid.
Dun dun dun.
So stupid.
So they're going to do one movie a year starting in 2012 with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
So that'll be what's bringing about the end of the world.
Exactly.
Okay. Now we're good.
But I'm curious how long the lines are going to be for Episodes 1, 2, and 3 compared to Episodes 4, 5, and 6.
That'll be very interesting, actually. I'd like to think 4, 5, 6 are going to have longer lines. But
Yeah.
then again, I think 1, 2, and 3 will, because,
A lot of kids like them.
yeah, I think 1, 2, and 3 will, because the people that grew up with 4, 5, 6 are going to probably hate the fact that it's being, milked and put in the 3D. They're going to spend like $10 million to put all 3 movies in the 3D and make it just an absurd amount of money. And all the people who are true fans of it if you really like 4, 5, 6, you're not going to really like 1, 2, 3 that much. But the younger generation who are, being suckered in the 3D are going to see 1, 2, and 3 and be like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, that. But, yeah.
Tuscan Raiders. Frenchie, what's your opinion on the topic?
Or recommendation.
Star Wars is a good movie. I think it'd be awesome in 3D. We'll see though.
Oh, what about? All right. So, but some people are clamoring for George Lucas to actually make something new, not related to Star Wars. Do you think that'll ever happen?
No, why would he? When it's already done, all the hard work's been done already. Why would he do that?
Oh,
When
he
he
could
can just
be-
turn it into 3D.
Or he could be creative and make a new franchise.
Or he already has a lot of money and he's going to have even more just for turning it into 3D. Why would you waste your time and effort when he's already an old man?
But doesn't that kind of show a lack of artistic integrity when you keep using the same
Doesn't-
thing for 30 years?
Doesn't matter.
If it sells, it sells. I mean, why put
Exactly.
effort into something when you're going to make billions of dollars doing the same...
But what
Are
if
you yelling at cigarette companies? They still make billions and billions of dollars. They've been making
That's a
cigarettes the
horrible
same-
example.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You're terrible at making examples.
That's the worst example I've ever
It's
heard.
not. They don't change.
Yeah, you're right, but that's an example of something that's bad. You're trying to say
They
what?
make billions
Star
and
Wars
billions of
causes
dollars.
cancer.
So
No,
so
that's
so
not what I'm
the
saying.
ends justify the means. That's what you're
Same
saying.
deal is, why would he make something new when he doesn't have to?
Well, my comparison would be Nintendo. I mean, as much as a Nintendo fanboy I am, Zelda is getting pretty stale lately. I mean, I'm still pumped for the next one's coming out, but there's the same, Ganon comes in, Link saves the day. Ganon comes in, Link saves the day. Over and over. And it sells like hotcakes, which apparently sell well.
Especially at IHOP.
I'm really hungry. Stop saying stuff like that.
Maybe I should do to you what I just did to Frenchie. Then you won't be so hungry.
Oh,
No.
I hate you, John.
That's terrible. But it looks like it's a good time to end the episode.
Well, Frenchie.
What about Frenchie?
He's got a recommendation, doesn't he?
He doesn't have anything. He's an idiot.
I am an idiot.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Frenchie, he said he wanted to talk about football. Do you talk about football?
I've just had a prediction for Monday night, watching the New England Patriots go 2-2. They're going to be down by the Miami Dolphins. Final score is going to be 34-21.
By the time most people hear this episode, that game will already have passed, so they'll know whether you're right or wrong.
Exactly. So we'll see.
So,
Should be, yeah.
when it comes to football, you're usually wrong.
Chad Henne may or may not look like Peyton Manning against that Swedish defense.
All right, well, we'll see. Anyways, any closing comments? Bad Andy?
You guys really need to control your gas.
You guys, you're talking about me like I'm Frenchie.
Hey,
I farted in my mouth. I will never forgive you for that.
That's what you get
okay,
for...
you need to control it. You need to not use it.
I can taste it. Tastes like tomato and ketchup.
Ketchup is tomatoes.
Maybe you shouldn't
no.
interrupt my show
Salt.
over and over again.
Tastes like onions and is that ketchup?
I'm trying to think. I feel like I had another recommendation, but I can't remember.
I don't know. All right. Well, this has been an awesome time, guys. I'm
been
glad
fun.
you could make it to the studio.
Always,
Andy?
always a pleasure to be here for the listeners.
Okay. And
Just
we're
stroking my ego.
we're still waiting for listeners to email you and reciprocate your ego.
Listener,
Even I have more emails and you've probably been on more shows.
this is only my second one, and the first one was a commercial special.
I hope you get hate mail like Cages did.
Listeners, please send mail about me. I would love to hear your
Yeah,
opinions.
Let's get some more about Frenchie, please.
More, some for Frenchie, some for me. I want to see how many people are actually taking me seriously with this ego of mine.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean,
Anyways,
well, I am awesome, but
Hey, we're over time. Let's
yeah, I
go.
think we're about an hour here.
just over an hour. All right. So say your goodbyes in whatever language you want.
Goodbye, everyone. Ladies,
Uh,
feel free to contact me.
aloha.
That's hello.
No, it's
That's
goodbye
both.
too.
Both. Yeah. All right. I'll do it in e-speak since we just said that. I'll say TTFN.
Oh, pants down.